Hello and welcome to the show. We are going to be doing versus community a little bit different today as we are live on board with me in an Alfa Romeo. We've gone racing with some E-Class cars. I was fully expecting to be starting from the back of the field. The fact of the matter is we've actually had a pretty good grid spot. We start in a random order and I usually get screwed over by Forza. But apparently today it felt kind and decided that I should start from, I think it was about 7th. I didn't even pay any attention, but it was a lot higher up than normal. And we've had a very, very good start. Not as fast off the line as a Honda S800 or something, or rather a Mini was very quick as well. However, the classic Alfa Romeo has done pretty well. We're up to 3rd. Now, we're all in E-Class. It's open, well, mostly open E-Class. Generally avoid silly OP cars. Less experienced drivers are maybe in Minis, or if they turn out to be OP, will be told to get out of them. So we have got a Ford Hot Rod leading a Bugatti Classic Grand Prix car, me in an Alfa. There is a Datsun behind. There is what looks like it's another Alfa. I was going to say it looked like a Mark II Jag from a distance with the fog lights, but no, it's another Alfa. Another 58 Giulietta, I believe. Oh, I'm not going to go around the outside of a hot rod. I might go around the outside of a hot rod. We've kind of gone for it without really meaning to. It's going to be 3 wide into turn number 2. If we can pull this off, it will be the overtake of the day. We're not going to pull it off. We do not have the grip to make that one work, but it was worth a try. They are 2 and 3 wide further back. Now, don't put a wheel on the grass at turn 3. That's cost me a lot of time. Bugger. I was about to say, I don't want to let that Bugatti get too far away. I don't want to get caught up, stuck behind the Ford if I can help it. And then I put a wheel on the grass, and then we lose a heap of time on our own. Now we're going to run very wide. Now we might be in identical cars, but both of ours are built very differently. The car I am racing against, much faster through the corners. Mine theoretically faster accelerating and faster top speed. In fact, here we go. Now comes that power. It's not a huge amount of difference in E-Class. Even with cars like these, you don't get a massive amount of PI to play around with. I've got about 160 horsepower in this, but I am stuck on the standard tyres, which does show. Oh, that someone further back has had a run. I'm just looking in the mirror. Someone else has put a wheel on the gravel, pushed it too hard. Oh, I'm all out of sorts now. We've got to give space to a car on the inside after I was a little bit late on the old brakes. Okay, let's try and recuperate. We'll resort ourselves out. I spot another Bugatti. There's that very, very quick Honda in the mix. There's a Holden Ute, which is an unusual choice of vehicle. Not a vehicle that I've ever personally got working particularly well, I will be honest. They have not been massively great to me, but can we squeeze up the inside? No, don't actually think the Ford knew I was going to be there, so that was always a little bit of a risk. Here is going to be that Honda power. Maybe it's just all in the acceleration. Okay, it might not have much straight line speed. It might just be off the line. It's mega fast. Are we going to be able to have a look up the inside into turn 1 on the coupe? It's going to be stuck side by side. I was a little bit too far back to try and make that one work. I've got a Honda for company. Honda's having a look around the back bumper of my Alfa. It's going to be side by side. I'm trying not to lean on the exit. Oh, we're still good side by side. Alfa up ahead had a big slide with wheels on the grass outside of turn 3. Here we go. Keep the momentum. I know the Ford's not as quick as me down the straights. Go, go, go Alfa Romeo. We can do it. And we have got cleared of that I say big Ford, I mean it's actually not that big of a Ford, but compared to my car, fairly big Ford, compared to just about everything on the grid. Well, I say that, there is a Hummer on the grid somewhere. There's a Transit as well. They must have started further down, I didn't see them. Oh, the Honda's almost got through. The Ford's fighting back on the outside. That Ford has literally spent its entire last couple of laps on the outside of somebody. First me, now he's got to try and battle with the little S800. I'm a bit deep into turn 1. Thankfully, I've not got somebody too close behind. Tell you what, it's going to be a Bugatti and Alfa Romeo show at the front of this field as we head up towards turn 2. Barring any big silly offs or accidents, they're pushing each other hard through those first couple of corners. The Bugatti off on the grass, the Giulietta's on the grass a little bit down there. Oh, it's been an exciting race. It has been a thoroughly enjoyable race here at the Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. Not too displeased with my Alfa. Not too displeased with my Alfa whatsoever. You know, considering It's not really perfect for this kind of track. Another lap, and I might have come under some trouble from that Honda, although I don't think the Honda quite has the straight line speed to fight with the Alpha. It's going to be 2 Bugattis on the podium, 2nd and 4th to the Alfa Romeos. Interesting result. Interesting result, that's for sure. 57.9, I got, it's an okay lap time. Yeah, the Honda, the Coupe, the Vega, all similar. The Porsche, similar. Bugatti further back, similar. Bugatti at the front was quick, as was Gliss's Giulietta up in 2nd. To be fair, there might have been, Impega may well have been stuck in slipstream and dirtying laps, so I would imagine the speed of that thing caught and passed me. It's probably in the low 57s as well. So, we move to Lime Rock for our next race. A more familiar sight, but the fact I've gone through 2 races without being dead last on the grid seems a little peculiar to me. I'm going to be honest, we are massively quicker than the Porsche off the line. Goodbye! Goodbye, little Porsche. Actually, massively quicker than a lot of things off the line. We're certainly not the fastest. Oh, okay. That's a lot of Constantine. We gave a little bit of nudge. Thankfully, it didn't go too badly wrong for us, for everyone else. We've got Explorer. It's just smoke and then some rallycross by me to avoid whatever the bloody hell went on there. I'm not entirely sure. Good start. A good start. I mean, I've actually made up positions, I guess. We've lost out to the Transit. God damn it, we can't be beaten by a Transit. That is my sole goal here. We must beat the Transit. Someone's going to bin it in the tyre. I love Lime Rock. I think it's a great circuit, and as much as I want to run cars like this around here, I'm always worried someone's going to bin it in the tyre bundle on the outside, especially up that hill. You can also bin it going underneath the bridge down here. It's more difficult with cars like these that are very slow. There's been 3 cars into 1. Didn't work. 3 cars into 1 equals some rallycross. 1 car into 1 equals some rallycross as well. Panic and rallycross. Not a general life advice piece right there. It's not, if things are going wrong, don't throw your car off the road and bounce across the grass. It's probably not a good idea. However, in that instance, it was the only option. 2 CVs followed. See, this why it's not. Well, maybe it is good. If everyone else wants to follow that life advice, Jesus, the 2 CV has got a lot. It might be a controller disconnect, actually, judging by how far that's ended up off the course. I mean, if everyone wants to follow as soon as the orange Alpha is behind, there's someone else who's panicked and rallycrossed. Yep. That was the Ford we were fighting in race 1. The panic and rallycross technique is spreading, but is not being more successful. I'm not sure. I'm not sure someone else is playing very, very dangerously. I think that was the Datsun. Well, the failure his head was very sideways up over the hill. That is not a place you want to be, very sideways. Right, are we going to be in a position to challenge the Transit down into turn 1? It's probably going to be our best bet here. We've got one of the probably faster cars in a straight, even if we're weak around these turns. I've butchered that corner. We need to be a lot slower on the way in there. We've got another Alpha behind us that will not be a match. That Transit can shift, I will give it that. That Transit has got some pretty decent straight line speed. That might be a little too late. The Gremlin's going to try and fend off. The Gremlin's going to panic and rallycross. I'm going to panic and ever so slightly rallycross. Well, we gained a place and we lost a place. Some more exploring going on. God damn it. Again, this circuit is pretty, I say it's heavy on the old cornering. You're turning for 3/4 of a lap and a lot of it's sort of medium speed. Like down here, sure, my Alpha's not too bad. But this is always like to be a tough circuit. A tough circuit for my Giulietta. It is doing pretty well, mind. It is doing pretty well. We're going to play it out a little bit close with the tyre bundle. We'll try and follow the other Alpha up the field. That Fair Lady Z is going to be in potential trouble. He's got away with it relatively well. If you end up out of position on some of these fast corners, you just take such a wonky line, you can't get any more speed out of the car. It is not going to be a match for my Alpha when it comes to the straight line speed. We will say thank you very much. That will put us up into 11th. Still, the Transit eludes us. That's what we're kind of going for. Transit, there's a very, very on 2-wheeled ute. That's why I don't like the Ute. I mean, it's fun, it's spectacular, but it is not easy to build one that doesn't do that. It's not easy to build one that doesn't do that. And of course, doing that is not conducive for a good lap time. The Giulietta is a little bit on 2 wheels. Come on, Orange Alpha. we've got a few positions to go if we're going to beat that Transit. That Transit has got some serious grip in it if it's going around these corners at the sort of speeds it is. What is the Ute straight line speed like? We actually get bursts of wheel spin as we come up over that crest, which is an interesting one. Julieta's on 2 wheels, almost 2-wheeled itself into the side of the Ford. That's not what you want, although now everyone's getting stacked up a little bit through here. Ute sideways, Ford's almost sideways. We've got to the door of the Ute. Who's got the straight line speed? It is the Ute. I'm trying to box it in. That's going to end up in a big spin. We're going to have to give it some space there. We can all say bye-bye to the Ford. The Ute's got better acceleration, but it doesn't have the top speed of the Giulietta. We're going to hug the inside. It's going to be almost 3 cars into one little bit of tarmac again. Oh, we got a nudge. Oh, it's going to be 3 cars. No, the Ford did not want to go for that. That's a good decision. Oh, I've still ended up out very wide on my own. No, Ford's going to get back past. Fairlady Z might also sneak it if I'm not careful. We will out-drag the Fairlady Z though, so that's helpful. God damn it, we're outside the top 10 again. Here comes the speed of the Alpha. It's a great little battle. Ute's clobbered the curb, which is all sorts of not what you want. That's, yeah, when you've got a car that's going on 2 wheels regularly, clobbering the curb is going to lose you all sorts of lap time. I think we've lost touch with the Transit. There's a very, very 2-wheeled Ute again. Oh, I don't want to do this. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. I don't want to sort of understeer wide into that Ute, but we're both going to be really slowed out. We've just slowed each other up immensely. He's got that acceleration again. He'll move across. We'll run out. He'll hit that, whatever the top speed of that Ute is. He'll run out of speed. Oh, try to go around the outside at turn 1. Actually, just going to leave the door open, I fear, for a certain Ford Coupe, although he'll have to then go around the outside. Might even clear me before we get to the next corner. But damn it, that Ford has got some serious corner grip. No, 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 no. We're sideways again, aren't we? Yes, we are. The Fairlady Z is tucked in behind. The Ute's on 2 wheels. This is the best opportunity we might get here. With the Ute out on 2 wheels. Go! We'll give you a bump draft. I'm fine with giving you a push. Go, go, go. Still not enough. Even with my best assisting, it's not enough. It has now got it past. Now it's going to hinder. Now it's going to hinder me. No, that's not quite what we wanted. This is getting very, very busy. The Ute's on 2 wheels. I'm round the outside. I'm on the grass. That's not what we wanted. Oh, where's the Ute gone? Oh, Christ. So the curve's got the better. Like when you're stuck on the outside, there's just not much you can do. When you're on, when you're on the inside, when your car's on 2 wheels, it's going to go to that outside. There's a lot of cars in a very small piece of tarmac. Did not end quite so well for me. We've got a lap to try and catch up. Oh, that's a big spin. That is a big spin from the Coupe there. I don't know whether he downshifted wonky or... I have done this myself, where you accidentally grab the handbrake at times. It might just be the rear wheel on the grass like the Fairlady Z has got. Oh, God. 3 wide. 3 wide in a corner. Okay, we're nearly 4 wide. There's not really enough space. There's just funny noises. Make funny noises and panic. Make funny noises and panic is the order of the day. I don't think I wanted second through all of that. That Coupe's had all sorts of issues. We've got a mega run. We've got an absolutely brilliant run up the hill. We're going to cover that inside line, make it difficult. Give the Coupe no room to go. One more corner. If we can get out of this without rally crossing. The Transit's long gone. The Transit's long gone. The Ford might get a better turn, but won't have the acceleration. Here comes the Ute. The Ute's probably going to get the Fairlady. Is it going to get... I don't know if he got... I think he got the Fairlady. I don't think he quite got the Coupe. That was a stupid good race. That was an unbelievably good race. Well done, everybody. We were... You did get the Ute got the Fairlady. Couldn't quite get the Coupe. That was mad. I mean, the... what was it? Something else got involved in all of that. It was just ridiculous. I think it was the Pacer. The Pacer might have had a crash and got dropped down. But... that was just ridiculous. That was ridiculous. And some of the most fun racing we've had in a long time. This is why E-Class is brilliant. Well, we might have spent most of last race watching a Ute go onto 2 wheels, wherever it might be. It's probably going to have some fun around here as we have come to the Hockenheim short circuit. I don't know what on earth is going on, but my grid positions have been surprisingly not awful. which is very unlike me. Apparently we've caught Forza on a rather good day here. We are through turn 1 without too many issues. There are we found a lot of Ford coupes to be racing today. We are going to be stuck on the outside for turn 2. This track, I'm thinking might suit my Alfa Romeo relatively well, although we've got stuck on the outside and just ran out of grip. Are we going to be able to outdrag the little Cosmo? Yes. Are we going to have anywhere to go? We're just going to have to make it 3 wide. I think we can actually pass before we get to the corner. There's a Bugatti still there, though. That was a mugging of a Mazda. That was quite the mugging of a Mazda. The Cosmo is not going to be close enough through this next corner to fight back. Well, it's Ford's 1 and 2. It's then followed by, is that an S800? A Jag, Bugatti, my Alfa Romeo, Cosmo, the little Porsche, the 914. The 914 might not be too bad around here. Again, it's around the corners. I'm struggling, but this circuit has got some longer straights. It's, not exactly got massive long straights, but it has got some longer straights than we have seen before. Try and not bop the Bugatti. We've all understood a little bit wide. I have got myself to the inside. I'm trying actually to stay out of trouble here. The Jag's got into a lot of bother. Oh, the Jag, I think I might caught the grass going back on. The Porsche's got away with that. How do I fare? Just looking at straight line speed against these cars. It's a little bit calmer. Oh, there's a lot of two-wheeled vehicles. I'm one of them. I'm going to stay over here. Now, the general way I'll tackle turn 1 is if you've ended up on 2 wheels and I'm across the curb, I won't bring the car back across the curb. I'll wait for that curb to run out. If you bring the car back across it, you actually go back on 2 wheels sometimes, rejoining the circuit. 2 wheels rejoining the circuit is not what you want, so I'll tend to leave it out wide for all of that. The Honda up in 3rd is a little bit laggy. The blinking has seemed to have calmed down a touch, but that's always a little bit... It's a scary sight to see. The 2 leading Fords, they are fighting there. We're going to have another 1-2 for a different manufacturer, for a different model of car, if you like, from the Bugatti domination. That is a seriously quick Woody we've got going on behind us. I just know a bright pink Woody is going massively quickly. It's not something you see every day. I mean, it is perhaps like you see every day on FailRace, or regularly on FailRace. Silly bright pink car going very, very quickly. But... am I going to be able to follow the Bugatti here? That's kind of what I'm hoping to be able to do. I think I know that Honda's going to struggle down the straight if it's the same car we raced at Brands. We are through. That Bugatti has been released. It's got the acceleration, that's for sure. No, that wasn't in the script. Go away. You forgot to read the script properly. Bugger off. You are going to try and fight that. I'm going to give you space. You're going to give me a little bit of a nudge. We're going to go on 2 wheels on the outside curb. I will, choose to run it over there just so we don't bounce that back up onto 2 wheels. We're still stuck trying to go around the outside. I don't really want that oversteer. It's going to put the Porsche back in contention. We have kept up our speed. I fear, though, we are going to have lost touch with that lead 3 in this fight. I really needed to clear the Honda quickly. Is it gonna... No, he's not given up. He's still there. That's a brave, brave place to stick it around the outside. I might, though, be able to cut back. We're going for... No, we're going to go for the sneaky. We're going for the sneaky. I might be a little bit across the inside. I think he's going to end up actually on the gravel on his own. Yes, he is. There was miles of space. I did not push him out on there. Just pushed it too hard around there. I'll actually have to take a lift because I compromised myself too much on that inside line. Okay. We have got to 4th. Bugatti versus Ford is going on for... Oh, Ford leaders... Oh, the leader's very, very nearly gone round in front of everybody. I mean, that would have helped me out slightly, because it would have actually ended up blocking all of them. He did really well to save that. That's another case of rear wheel on the grass in a braking zone or a turning point. You're trying to make the most of the track. Of course you are. You're making the most of every bit of tarmac you can. We're going to get some massive two-wheeled moments. Holy crap, this thing is terrifying. I've still not got turn 1 sorted. This is a real interesting mix. Bugatti's the best cornering car here by a long way. The car ahead of me is actually the fastest of all of us down the straight. And then between me and the blue Ford, we've got varying degrees of cornering speed and acceleration and top speed. It's a real interesting... It's a real interesting mix of cars. I definitely outturn King ahead of us, but he will out-accelerate me. And yeah, we've got a real interesting weirdo mix. And we're going to have a Porsche coming to join us soon if we keep this up. We are going to have a Porsche coming to join us. The Woody's really not that far away, and it's all of its pink gloriness and surfboard-based glorious over there. I Tell you what, E-Class is brilliant. E-Class is absolutely brilliant. Oh, the leader's in way loads of trouble. That's the grass. That's the Bugatti released up at the front. He might lose 2, might lose even 3 places if I can get this one done, which we will. That's those little mistakes. Those little mistakes can be so costly. Second place is in heaps of trouble. I was very wary of where they were going to come back across the circuit. We're going to be 3 wide into turn 2. No, not quite. Though I've got a lot of speed through here, I can't use it. We're stuck. Porsche has joined. Hello, Porsche. Oh, E-Class is brilliant. This is a reason why I love racing low-class vehicles for this sort of stuff. Okay, the Ford backed out of that. Did not want to get involved. That black coupe is really struggling around this circuit. I mean, nothing here is great handling, let's be honest, but some cars are struggling considerably more. The sheep behind us is going to fall back into line. Is he going to want to have a dive up the inside? He's going to want to. Is he going to be close enough? That is the question. I think my best bet, if I'm going to get a pass done, will be in this penultimate corner. Problem is, I've talked about it many times, I love this penultimate corner as an overtaking spot. In fact, you can already see King is guarding that one. You have a dive up the inside if you've got a good enough handling car, which I do, but it's very difficult to pull off when you're that far back, and I've got too much company. Oh, I think, I don't actually know if the Ford didn't get a slight tag from the point. It all got a little bit connected. We've got away. That has actually kind of helped us in a weird sort of a way, that it's pulled us clear. It's got us clear of the coupe. There's a lot of cars on 2 wheels across the curb. I straddled the curb, but there was no 2-wheeled antics from me. We've got some as clean air as we're going to get. The Bugatti is long gone at the front. Well done. I mean, he had to fight for it. He had to fight for that one very, very hard to get past the horde of Fords. Sheep's fallen back. I don't quite know. Didn't see what happened to him at turn 2. Something went on. Are we going to be in a position to pounce at that penultimate turn? Tell you what, this Giulietta is really not turning out to be as bad as I feared it would. Are we going to be able to have a sniff, have a dive, or we might get a go at the hairpin if he's not careful? We are within prime sort of attacking range here. We might be a little bit wide. He's going to try and force us round the outside if he can. Unfortunately, we might have even got a bit of a run in the wrong place there. Are we going to be close enough? No, he is very wary to that. Now, there are other ways around on these final corners. If he's wide, we can sneak it up the inside into the final turn. He isn't wide enough. We might get a squeeze up the inside. It's a little bit of a rub. We can't do it. He will out-accelerate us. The Porsche was there in case anything went wrong. We'll out-accelerate that. That was another outstanding race. That was another outstanding race. The Bugatti was the quickest car there. I don't think there was much in terms of an answer for that. I was quicker than the coupe. I was quicker than the coupe ahead of us. I just couldn't find a way past, essentially. That was a manic race. That is why I love E-Class. A selection of wildly different, admittedly they're all classic cars, but wildly different cars went to battle there. We basically spent an entire 7-lap race side by side, fighting or watching fights or being right involved in them. It was 4 or 5 cars for the lead at one point. What a brilliant session.